Speaking of your time working at the Bank of St. Louis, I'm interested to hear you tell the story of your significance to the St. Louis Arch.
Oh, yeah. The St. Louis Arch was built or finished in 1963. Also, the St. Louis Stadium, Busch Stadium, which, by the way, I have outlived a stadium.
Yeah. You watched it get built?
I watched it get built, and they tore it down.
Oh, my God.
So I have actually... I'm like, how does that happen?
That's pretty significant.
It is pretty
awesome.
significant. I outlived a fucking stadium. Anyway, the St. Louis Arch was being built at that time. I had an hour for lunch at the Bank of St. Louis, which was on 9th and Washington. So 9th Street meant you were 9 blocks away from the riverfront. Yeah. So I'd walk down on my lunch, and I'd watch them build the arch.
Wow.
And they had a thing where you could go to the city hall in downtown St. Louis if you wanted, and you could write your name on a paper, and it was going to go in a time capsule when they put the last piece of the arch in.
Oh, wow.
So I went to the city hall. I wrote my name, Gail Trudeau, put it in the thing, and they put it in the time capsule, and it's up there in the last piece of the arch.
Holy crap.
And I was down there when they put the last piece in.
That's so freaking cool.
Isn't that awesome?
I got goosebumps because
Oh,
we watched a video of that when we were, I don't know, in junior high or something like this, and we watched it. I didn't know that. I didn't know there was a time capsule.
Yeah, which for anybody who doesn't actually know, you may or may not, the arch was built both legs at the same time.
Right.
And so it got to a point where there literally was one last piece to put in.
Right.
How about the engineering that got that to work?
Right. And it had to be perfect. And
could have been like
and they weren't even sure, because if it was off even just a little bit.
Yeah. And it wasn't. It actually came up and they were off by like a ½ inch or something. And it took all this like twisting and moving just to get that last piece to fit in there.
Yeah.
And your name's in the time capsule.
In the time,
in the top of
the arch.
The arch
cool.
to this day.
Yep.
Gail Trudeau.
Gail Trudeau. So I had a question the other day. Somebody asked me, because I don't remember who it was like, I don't know, even remember what it was, but we mentioned your last name, your maiden name was Trudeau. And somebody said, is she related to that guy in Canada?
I probably am. If you go far enough back, I probably am. Because my grandparents came down, my Mime and Pepe, we called them that because they're French. And they came down out of Canada into Michigan and over to where the mills were, which was in New England. They had all of these mills that made cotton material.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fabric.
So I bet you are in some way.
I'm sure.
Because he's from there.
Tune in live every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Central
on the Unsung Screamers Facebook page, YouTube channel, and Twitter.
And check out our Unsung Screamers podcast
wherever you get your podcasts.
Ah!